Welcome to today's episode of Ask the Guitar Coach. Today we're going to talk about guitar setup and specifically how often and what exactly does it include. So, setting up your guitar. Setting up your guitar is a series of activities that need to be done on the instrument. Before we get started on what you need to do, how often, and all these kind of details, let me very strongly suggest that you take your guitar to a guitar technician and you don't try to do all these things by yourself, especially if this is your primary guitar, the guitar that you love, an expensive instrument. It's perfectly okay if you have a very cheap guitar, $100, $200, $300, to experiment with it and try different things and see, how you like to change pickups and do things on the guitar. But if you have an expensive instrument, don't take the chance. Take it to a guitar tech. So setting up your guitar is a series of activities that have to do with setting up the perfect action for you, adjusting the intonation, even sometimes dressing the frets, cleaning the actual instruments, cleaning the pots, developing, fixing the tremolo, and if it's very high, very low, depending on what kind of tremolo you have, and basically an overhaul of the guitar, the same way a maintenance that you would go your car for maintenance, the same way you go your guitar for a maintenance fix. Depending on the guitar tech you're taking your guitar to, there might be different things included or some things not included. What I just mentioned is definitely the more complete package. Once you leave your guitar at the guitar tech, you will give him some instructions on what you want, meaning what kind of strings you want, if you want a high action or a low action, things like that. And also he will have a chance to have a look at the instrument and tell you if there's anything wrong with it or if there's something that you need to be specifically careful of. If everything plans out, there's nothing wrong with the instrument. The average price that I've seen is between $30 and $50, but this can vary widely depending on the area you're in, the instrument that you have, the kind of work that needs to be done, and also the specific guitar tech and whether he's really well known or he's just a usual guitar tech of the area. Now, how often should a guitar setup be completed on your guitar? What I try to do is I try to do it twice per year for each guitar. So basically, when the environment, where the temperature changes very much, I take my guitar for a setup. That means before the summer and right before winter. So I would usually take my guitar around end of May, maybe early June, and then spend the whole summer, early fall, and then take it again like around mid to maybe late November. This fits very nicely with the fact that the guitar might be warped a little bit from the heat or from the cold, and this way when we take it to be set up, the guitar tech can also fix that. All in all, I strongly suggest you should take your guitar to be set up at least the very minimum once per year. This is going to help you a lot in getting out the best you can get from the specific instrument, and it's also going to help the instrument to continue to keep its playability for many decades to come. Many people are afraid to take their guitar to guitar tech. I wouldn't worry so much. Just make sure you do your due diligence and find a decent guitar tech, and then just take the guitar there, and you're going to be very happily amazed when you get it back. So I think that's all for the specific subject, and we'll be back on the next episode of Ask the Guitar Coach. Bye bye.